This sweet kitty showed up one day, and I fed her that first day, and she has not left the proximity of this house since. Pretty special. She actually showed up about a week before I left on my summer road trip. So I was gone for a month, and my parents and my cousin, who was living here at the time, helped to continue to feed her while I was gone. But since I've been back, if I'm at the house, she's here. I don't know if she leaves during the day. I suspect she does some, but she is here all the time. And all she wants from me is food, of course. I doubt she would be here if I hadn't fed her. And love. Those are the only two things she needs. And because I provide those two things for her sufficiently, she feels safe in this place. And all I really want from her is an outlet through which I can express my lovingness. And by loving her, and by expressing my love to her, my capacity to love increases. And so through loving her, I'm able to love all people, all beings, more fully, more purely. And so she's really been quite a blessing to my life. Now, no doubt she can be quite annoying sometimes, but there's always a way to mitigate this because she's never doing anything in a malicious way or trying to harm me or frustrate me, even if I let it frustrate me sometimes. For instance, when I'm preparing her food bowl, I take it inside and I mix these two kinds of foods together because she won't eat the dry food on its own anymore once I introduced the wet food to her. So she can never be satisfied with only the dry, so I mix the wet and the dry together. And as I'm doing this inside, if she's in there, she will not leave me alone. She'll jump up on the counter, I put her down, she'll jump right back up, over and over, and she will never not jump back on the counter. And so clearly the easiest way to mitigate this frustration is simply leave her outside as I prepare the food. And another thing, she seems to be most needy when I have the least attention to give her. Like if I'm trying to make a video, other than this sort of video, but a training related video, something where I'm trying to discuss and I need to stay focused or maintain my attention. That's when she tries to get my attention the most. And if you know anything about cats, they have a lot of clever ways of doing this. But again, the simplest solution is to simply leave her outside while I'm doing said task that demands my attention. And so we've learned to live together in a very harmonious way. She seems content being outside most of the time. In fact, pretty much all the time. We'll see if that changes once it gets cold. But we love each other, and that's enough. We don't really need anything from each other. It's not like she's able to protect the house in any way, although her biological instincts do encourage her to hunt small prey. I just found a dead bird this morning. It's a bit unfortunate, but I don't think there's anything I can do about that. That's how she is. And that's another lesson that she helps me learn. People and all creatures are the way that they are, and we can't do anything to change them. But what we can do is change how we respond to them, how we communicate with them and interact with them. And, we don't have to be frustrated or to get angry about other people's behaviors. if they're not at a stage in their life where they're able to behave in a way that you think they should, maybe we just have to change the way that we're perceiving their behavior and recognize that they're not as developed as we think they should be. And if we care at all about these things, then we should take responsibility of our own development, hold ourselves accountable for the way that we behave and the way that we're treating people, no matter how they might be acting. And so I thank you, Kitty, for all that you helped me learn and for helping me cultivate the love within me so that we can spread it throughout the world.